Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bearded Wonder, and we are exploring the food options on Isla Mujeres, Mexico. We traveled there in the spring of 2021. Want to try as many places as possible. Ended with a cooking lesson with Ricardo, which will show that as well. Let's start off at the joint. The joint had some good live music, a good happy hour menu, but I wouldn't dive too deep into their menu.
Oh yeah. That's it.
Casita is a Mexican crepe, and you can find these little stands downtown in El Centro, or we happened upon this one at Punta Sur. They can fill them with different things. We chose Nutella and queso cheese because we had seen that before on another video, and it was crunchy, pretty good. I recommend trying it at least one time.
Snappers is a good place to go to catch any live sports games, but we just stuck to the drink menu here.
Tacoria Erica was recommended by our new friend Ricardo. He said that it was one of the best taco stands on the island, and we should try it. It is on the same street as Isla Brewing, but only open at night. It is next to a hot dog and hamburger stand.
Don't be afraid to try the street stands. Crazy fun. A hot dog wrapped in cheese, wrapped in bacon and churros. Can't be beat.
Mango Cafe is one of the most recommended restaurants on the island, and when we got our food we could see why. It is only open for breakfast and lunch, and they have fresh squeezed juices. We had orange and mango, and we also ordered the world famous French toast. It is coconut French toast. Amazing, and all of the food we had there was good. We ate there twice.
This was a refreshing little stop we found as we were traveling around the island with our golf cart. So we sampled some beer and took some to go.
Okay, I'm gonna place them next to the descriptions. It is a blonde ale, an American pale ale, IPA, double IPA, rum and vanilla porter, hibiscus, and the last one is the ginger beer. So they are lined.
We stumbled upon La Troca as we were driving down in the golf cart on Avenue Jesus Martinez Ross. They had wonderful tacos and salsas and tortas. They were excellent, so we had those twice as well.
This breakfast lunch spot is right outside the municipal market. Every time we drove by, it seemed to have a big crowd, so that must mean they serving some good food, and they were. We had just an assortment of eggs and stuff for breakfast here. Empanadas Titos is on the main road, and it was a quick little stop to try something new. We ended up with beef and stingray, but they kind of tasted the same. Delicious.
La Casita is the cutest little stand on the side of the road down from Oscar's, but before you get to Hacienda Mundaka, we had the Sope, and it was probably one of my favorite things that I ate on the island. I highly recommend this stand.
This was one of our favorite spots on the island. Great live music, great bar. All the details in here were great and fun, and just a great place to hang out all the way around. We will be back here in the future.
Tiny Gecko is a restaurant and bar right on the Malecon, and it is wonderful for live music every night. Usually starts about 5 o'clock, and they have some really good food and drinks and atmosphere. We had a lot of fun here listening to the music.
They have one that's called the Meat Tornado. Literally killed a guy last year.
You had me at Meat Tornado.
Whenever you see meat roasting on a skewer in Mexico, it's always worth stopping, and El Natural was delicious. Another highlight of the food was our cooking lesson with Ricardo, where we made stuffed jalapeno pepper tacos. Great guy, fun night. I didn't think I was going to be into it, but it was awesome. And here we'll start off, he's explaining a little bit about making our own tortillas.
We have like 14 different variations of corn, you know. One of them, of course, is the blue one, blue corn, right? So this grows in more like a center of the country, but you can also get it over here, but they of course buy it, they sell the masa already made, right? So our ancestors, what they used to do, they used to pick the corn, of course, cultivate it and everything, right? Once the corn was ready, they used to soak it a couple days in water, right, to make it soft. Then in a flat stone made of like this one, right, with flat stone also, they used to start graining it, right? Put it on top, grain it until they make this kind of a consistency, right? They make the masa. That was the traditional way to make it. So after that, of course, they used to make the tortilla. We're gonna make one in a minute, right? We make a ball, we put it into the 2 pieces of plastic, and put it in the press. Of course, this is kind of a modern, you can call it that way, modern way to do it, right? And also you can do the shape of a tortilla by hand. That requires a little bit more technique. So let's keep it simple with this one, okay? See? Perfect. So once we have the tortilla like this, we're gonna put it in a hot pan with a little bit of oil, so it doesn't stick on it, right? But just poquito with a napkin, just some oil on it. Okay? When they throw it, you get air on it, and it doesn't cook correctly. So what we do, gently. Okay, ¿sí? La flama ya está bien, ¿verdad? Sí. Perfecto. Sí, ajá. Ya está, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a ver si no se pega. You have to be the pan. You have to wait until it's very hot, okay? So it doesn't stick. Okay. Who's next? Wants to make a tortilla, es para la salsa, pero actually, see, we need also to chop some tomato to put in here too, okay? So can somebody help me with tomato? Chopping tomato, please. See? Thank you so much. So bien, yeah, we're gonna add some tomato to our gracias mix over here. Sí, con 2 tomatitos.
How do you want them chopped?
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and continue to check out my other Isla Mujeres videos. No.